Mikel Arteta took a calculated risk in the big showdown against Manchester City, and it failed, for now. On the face of it, losing 2-1 to your title rivals has opened the door wide open for Pep Guardiola's men to win their 7th Premier League in 9 years. But by adopting a much more positive approach in that game, perhaps the Gunners will give themselves a springboard for the rest of the run-in, other than suffering a slow death. City will still have to slip up, but at least Arteta found a way to inject some positivity, and that could ultimately pay dividends. Newcastle could do with a lift after slipping into 14th place via a run of 3 straight 2-1 defeats. It's 4 losses in a row, when adding in the 7 to hammering away to Barcelona. The game will be shown live in the UK via Sky Sports Main Event and Sky Sports Premier League, with coverage starting from 5 p.m. BBC Radio 5 Live will provide full match commentary. Arsenal may again be without Bukayosaka Achilles, so Noni Madueke is set to play on the right side of the attack. In defence, Jurrien Timber could be back in contention, though over a month out, but Riccardo Calafiori looks set to be sidelined again. Mikel Merino is a long-term absentee. Anthony Gordon's hip injury makes him a doubt for the trip south. In defence, Fabian Schär and Tino Livramento are unlikely to feature due to injury. Joelinton isn't available as he serves the second game of a 2-match suspension. Arsenal are hot 4/9 favourites to bounce back from the loss to Manchester City and bank 3 more points. Newcastle are 5/1 to cause a shock, while the draw is 18/5. After Manchester City beat Burnley 1-0 to go top of the table on Wednesday night, the title betting now shows City as 4/7 favourites, with Arsenal 5/4. The doomsday scenario of losing to Man City and then sitting back helpless as Pep's men won at Burnley on Wednesday night has come to pass. And yet, there's definitely a feeling that this isn't done yet. With City in FA Cup semi-final action at the weekend, the Gunners actually play twice before their title rivals next contest a Premier League game. In other words, there's a chance for Arsenal to pull clear again and exert some leaderboard pressure. Fueled by the positive intent of their display at the Etihad, Arteta's side can cash in against a struggling Newcastle team that has lost 12 of their last 13 Premier League games at Arsenal, scoring just once on their last 9 top-flight visits to the Emirates. Head to the handicaps and back Arsenal -1 at 13/10 and Arsenal -2 at 10/3. Both baits land if the Gunners win by a 3-goal margin, and they did just that in this fixture in both 2024 0 and 2024 4-1. With Manchester City in FA Cup action, Arsenal have the chance to go 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League with victory on Saturday evening. Saka has been battling an Achilles injury and has not featured since the Carabao Cup final. The England international has stepped up his recovery this week, with Mikel Arteta confirming in the pre-match press conference that the Arsenal number 7 is set to be named in the matchday squad. Bukayo is probably going to be in the squad, so good news, the Gunners boss told reporters on Friday. Although Saka is available again, it is unlikely he will come straight back into the starting lineup. Riccardo Calafiori is also expected to return after missing the last 3 games, but the Newcastle game comes too soon for Jurrien Timber, who is closing to returning from a groin injury. Calafiori probably in the squad as well, Arteta added. Jurrien not in the squad. Arteta must decide to stick with the attacking formula that was largely a success against Man City last weekend, even if the Gunners were poor at converting their chances. That would mean Kai Havertz again leading the line over Victor Gyökeres, and Eberechi as off the left wing. Martinodegaard returned from a knee injury at the Etihad and should continue at number 10 for a clear midweek.